Hey everyone, let's do the anise dance. Yay! Ah. Welcome back to Tales of the Abyss. In our last episode, suddenly Shoki was popping out of the ground, and Anis just took Eon away to the volcano. She left us a note saying there was a secret entrance, and so we are going to head into the volcano in this episode. Already been here before, but this is a different section of the volcano. Another, well done epic dungeon. So since we're, closer to the core of the planet now, since all the sections of the land have been, dropped down into the abyss, basically next to the core, the volcano is much hotter than it used to be. So here we go. We are behind schedule, trying to rescue Eon. We got delayed, but hopefully we can save him before something terrible happens. And there's going to be a bit more story coming up in this episode, and I'm going to leave in, the important parts. Of course, the treasure chest would be up top, wouldn't it? Yeah, the music in this place is just creepy. Perfect volcano music. Yes, it's hot, guy. I love Jade. So sarcastic, everything he says. Ouch. So, yeah, these lava plumes hurt you, and then the lava going up and down also hurts you. Everything hurts you. All that for a life bottle? Probably not worth it. But yeah, just the design of the dungeon is just really cool. And once again, I have Tyr's outfit on to avoid all the enemies for the moment. Make it a little quicker to get through here. But we will have all the key fights in action. And apparently there's a dragon here. And Jade says that, it's a female dragon. And Natalia is surprised, wondering how he knows, male and female dragons. He's like, well, I thought it would be interesting to know that sort of thing, so he researched it. It's like, yeah, that kind of knowledge, I don't know, it might be fun. So he researched how to tell if a dragon is male or female. Only because it sounded amusing and interesting to know that useless information. So for now, we'll just run by the dragon. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fall down there. That would most certainly be the end. But yeah, just look at this place, you know, the backgrounds. The way the paths are, you know, they're just all crisscross, and you know, there's no repetition or anything. Really makes for a fun and interesting dungeon. Got this like partial outside section. Hey, a moon guard. To protect us from the moon. Gotta run through here pretty quick before the lava comes up. Alright, let's save. And then keep going here. You'd think that would like insta-kill you if that lava touched you, but apparently it just injures our heroes, maybe because Tyr is there. And here's our dragon from before. And here we go with a big boss fight. Let's bring it on! Once again, because I have got it, you know, in a higher difficulty, Mania mode for the moment. You know, I do quite a bit less damage. The enemies have a lot of HP, so I'll, you know, try to cut out part of the fight, or else it'll easily be, you know, 20 minutes. Alrighty. Cleaned up that guy. Pretty cool fight. And now we can continue on after dumping him over the side. Her, I mean. How sad.
ちょっとかわいそうですの。
そうだな。俺たちが勝手にあいつの家へ侵入してるんだもんな。
イオン様が心配です。この先へ行ってみましょう。
ああ。
I think with that rising and falling lava, you'd be, hesitant to go down in there. And then this section looks even hotter. There's no way you'd catch me in a volcano. Though if you've been to Hawaii, it's probably one of the closest places you can get to a live active volcano. Okay, so we have a pretty important scene coming up. Once again, Moss is here. Our dirty archpriest villain slash funny hat person. So Eon is reading the planet score. They call it the sort of ultimate score, which he's not supposed to read since he's a replica, and it'll, disperse his phonemes because he's made of the seventh phoneme as a replica, just like Luke. And like I said once before, each character kind of has their trial and tribulation in this game, and which gives them some depth, makes it interesting. And this is Anis, problem, kind of tribulation. She's having to obey everything that Moss says. But our hero comes to the rescue, trying to get Eon to stop reading the score here. And get Guy over there to face Moss. And there's Anya's parents, trapped. So Luke, he just read Luke's score. Kind of on purpose, he was reading about Luke's future again. But, Luke doesn't care. Just wants Eon to hang in there. So yeah, even though he's a replica, Luke is saying that, you're the only one that was with us in the Chigo Forest. You've been with us through all the adventures we've been through. So that makes Eon unique. He's not just a replica, he's the one that shared all their memories and adventures together. And Tyr, of course, she's been filled with Shoki for a while, poisoning her body. So Eon is gonna, take it out of Tyr's body.
イオン。
いいんです。ほら、これでもうティアは大丈夫。
So he just absorbed all that poison Shoki that was in Tyr. Told her this is the only way that she could be saved.
僕を監視しなくていいんですよ、アリス。ごめんなさい、イオン様。私。
And poor Anis, she's torn. She was supposed to protect him.
ありがとう。僕の一番大切な。イオン様。
And Moss is just upset because the replica failed. Man, what a jerk.
スコアスコアスコア。バカの一つ覚えみたいに。そんなものが何だって言うんだ。
バカを言うな。人類が存続するため
So
に
this is
は
kind of one of the parts of the game that I feel is unfortunate. Eon, even though he's not a, usable character in the party, he's still, quite the interesting main character to the story, and having him die is pretty sad.
私は監視者だ。
But once again, Japanese games are a lot like this. They'll, main characters will die, and you'll have these, the good guy and the bad guys are just different ideals, different ways of trying to solve the problems of the world.
アリエット様、動いてはお怪我に障ります。
I love it. Arietta, uses her doll to make Anis' mother move, and then smacks Anis, which Anis probably deserved there.
パパは黙ってて。そうだよ。
Because, Eon died because of her.
イオン様はアリエッタの恩人。ママの仇だけじゃない。アニスはイオン様の仇。アリエッタはアニスに決闘を申し込む。
And Arietta becomes, quite relatable.
アニス。
You can understand why she's so upset.
いいの。こいつとは
Everything that's been important to her has been taken from her.
場所は後でタッチ愛人から知らせる。逃げたら許さないから。アニス。
So she wants to have a final duel with Anis.
アリエッタ様だってきっと。ママは黙ってて。アニス、でも。黙っててって言ったでしょ。
待てよ、アリス。
手分けしてアニスを探してみましょう。
So this is the kind of Anis, trial. Each person has a problem or a struggle in the game, and this is hers. Of course, she was being more or less blackmailed by Moss. Her parents were quote-unquote prisoners of Moss, and so she had to do, what he said, or else something terrible would happen to her parents. So we can find Anis in the main hall here. There'll be a conversation with Luke.
なあ、アニス。今回のことは仕方なかったんだ。オリバーさんたちを人質に捕らえていたんだから。
They were hostages. Anis is saying she deceived, Eon from the beginning. She lied to everybody. She was being Moss's spy the entire time and reporting back to him on what they were doing.
ルークたちと一緒にいたことも
So it's her fault. Everything is her fault. All the traps they fell into.
それは
だから
When the Tartarus was under attack and, taken by the Rokujinsho, that was her fault because she reported, their location and said what they were up
それもオリバーさん
to.
たちを盾にされてたんじゃないのか。
パパたち人がいいでしょ
Saying her parents are just very naive, very kind to everybody.
ものすごい借金作っちゃったんだ
So Anis kind of took this
それを
burden
モー
upon
スが肩代わ
herself.
りしたのだからパパたちは教会でただ働き同然で暮らしてたし
and was, Moss's spy.
モースの命令に逆らえなかったずっと嫌だったよイオン様ってちょっと天然って感じで騙すのつらかった
But, she feels hurt because she had to lie to Eon,
私パパもママも大好きだったから
who she cares about deeply, but she also cares about her parents.
アニス偉かったな。
偉くない全然偉くない私
She said, I killed Eon
イオン様を殺しちゃったイオン様
because of me. He's dead. He's gone.
アニスこれやるよ。ザレッホ火山で拾っておいたんだ。イオンが読んだスコアの遺跡。
He has a piece of the score, the final score that Eon read.
これからどうする？ダートに残るか？
一緒に行くイオン様が生きていたらルークたちに協力してたと思うから
She said that, Eon would have wanted me to help you to the very end. So, she's gonna stick with us, which is nice. It'd be a bummer to lose Anis. Next stop, we're gonna jump into Birkend. And just showing where to go here, this room with the bed. We need to have a talk with Spinoza about the Shoki coming out. We need to figure out how we can stop the Shoki once and for all because, now that everybody is close to the core, this is pretty much going to be the end. Everybody's going to eventually be killed by the Shoki. The miasma or toxic air that's coming out of the core of the planet. So we'll have a scene there, and then we're going to head to the snow passage ring real quick because we heard that Ash is here doing something, and we need to talk to Ash about what's going on. You'll notice the atmosphere is all pinkish, kind of reddish or something. That's because of the Shoki spreading all over the world now. Yeah, each character has like a trouble or a tribulation, and I find that quite interesting. Makes them more believable. Makes the characters have much more depth to them.
アッシュのやつ、本当にここにいるのかな。せめて俺もあいつに呼びかけられればいいんだけど。
So we're heading in to see if we can find Ash here.
あら、
And what do you know? It's the Three Stooges. I mean, the Shikoku no Tsubasa, which happen to appear in every Tales game somewhere, along with Aifrido.
お待ちなさい。ではここにアッシュはいるのですか？
Not sure if I should compare them to Chocobo,
あっちもナタリアうるさいけど。
but they're actually helping Ash out, so maybe they're not so bad. It's kind of interesting, in every Tales game I noticed the Shikoku no Tsubasa, they sort of start out as villains or, you know, antagonists to the main characters, but they often seem to help out in the end, in some way or another. So we found Ash, and he's looking for something. Hoseki is looking for a gem that goes as part of the sword, so they can release Lorelei, who's apparently trapped somewhere. And, you know, Lorelei is the seventh phoneme, you know, consciousness. All the phonemes combined, he becomes the consciousness. Kind of like in other games, you got Windine, Ifrit, Celsius, you know, the elemental spirits. So Lorelei is sort of the seventh one. So after that scene, we head back to Bachikaru, and we're chasing Moss. Because, yeah, he's one of those dirty priests with a funny hat. And he's gonna stand for his crimes. Well, once again, he's saying, you know, he's obsessed with the score, and, you know, it's all your fault because now the score is deviating from, you know, the way it should be, and it's his job to protect the score at all costs. So, you know, he's still trying to get this war continuing between the two empires because it was written in the score, and it was kind of stopped prematurely. But Moss is upset because he can't read the score anymore. You know, he needs Eon to read the score. He needs that seventh phoneme ability. And so in this scene, Dist is going to give it to him by injecting him with large quantities of seventh phoneme so that he could read the score for himself, which is something Moss has always wanted, of course, being obsessed with the score. Well, yeah, for like a regular human, that's not a good thing. And so Moss is mutated into a giant, twitching, pulsing thing. And of course we know that means there's a boss battle coming. It wouldn't be fun to fight Moss as a little, you know, guy in robes and a stupid looking hat. This is better. Feel better fighting a giant monster, right? So he's like, oh, I can feel Yuria's power. he's gonna go to Eldorant so he can read the score, get the world back in order.
人間があんな姿になっちまうのか。
実はここだけの話です
So
が
after that scene,
陛下はあなたを王妃
heading up
とご
to
称なんです
the castle,
私にはルークがでもアッシュもいますわね。この場合どうなるのでしょう。ナタリアずるいずるい。
まあそんなわけで
it's like poor Natalia is being bashed on there by Anis.
わかりましたわ。私ここで待ちます。
She's the Mote Mote Princess.
お願いします。さあ
Let's go, Luke.
行きましょうか。
あ、いや、俺一人で。まあまあ、固いこと言うな。行くぞ。
I love it, they carry him away. So, Luke wanted to talk to the king in private and, without Natalia there, so they kind of tricked her. And the others, of course, want to go and hear what's up too. But it's all about Natalia's father and dancing. Let's do the Anis dance. Just have to leave those scenes in there. So after talking to Natalia's father for a bit, well, the king, not her real father, trying to find out who her real father is, which will be important to the story. Let's head on back to Macedonia as our next stop. Desert, still can't land on the sand. Have to land on the grass like normal people. And while we're here, let's go talk to our favorite weird creature, Arijikokunin, standing by the pit of sand. See if he wants to throw more stuff into the pit of sand. Maybe he'll want to throw Anis into the pit this time. It's our good friend Arijikokunin. He wants a boat. Or Macedonia food or something. I think that's the kanji for boat, but so we have to ask Asta permission for this to get maybe a small boat, a ship, I don't know. Not sure how this conversation goes in the English version, but he either wants to eat a boat or, I don't know, I guess throw it down the pit? But at any rate, it's Arijikokunin, so who can understand? I don't know, I could possibly be translating that completely wrong. But either way, it's still amusing, right? I think it would be funny if they showed him throwing a boat down that hole. But maybe he just wants to use it to go somewhere, to a secret island. Hint, hint. Could it be Namco Island? And in exchange for our hard work, we get some guraten, a recipe for making guraten. And that is not gluten-free.
ローレライ教団はスコアの読み上げを中断しています。そのスコアラーは
And when we're about to leave, there's something happening in town here. Somebody's reading the score
これからスコアを
to
読むの
people,
はローレライ教団のスコアラーじゃない。
which shouldn't be possible since Eon is
モー
gone.
ス様が同志となって新たに開かれた神聖ローレライ教団のスコアラーだよ。
And guess who? It is not Eon.
じゃない。あんたはまさか。
It is Shink.
やはり生きていたのか。
The kitchen sink makes an appearance.
これで6人称は全員生存確定ですか。こうなるとバンがローレライを取り込んで生きている
And
と
once
いう
again,
の
you
も
know, Sink, he is a replica of
そ
Eon.
こまでわかっているなら。
So of course he's also able to read the score to some extent.
お前たちだってまだ見つけてないんだろ。
見つからない分にはこっちに有利だからね。相変わらずふてぶてしい。シンク、神聖ローレライ教団って何？モースがどうしてどういうこと？モースはあんたに話してなかったのかい？裏切り者さん。私は好きでモースの言いなりになってたわけじゃない。安心しなよ。こっちも好きでモースを担いでるわけじゃないさ。さあ邪魔が入ってしま
But
った
we're
が、
not sure what
スコアを
Sink
望
is
む者
up
はついて
to.
こい。
これはルーク様。
And while we're here, we're gonna get some more information about Natalia's,
これはパタックの。
parents. Apparently, Natalia's father's name is Badak, his real name. So after that scene, we have to go pick up Natalia again. You know, didn't want her to be in the party at the moment, since we're trying to find out who her father is.
一応ね。
And Anis is upset because she wanted to hear those juicy details too.
ごめんな。
変なの。大差じゃなくてルークが謝るなんてさ。
いやー助かりますよルーク。
And Jade, sarcastic as always.
何のお話ですの？
いや、なんでもないよ。
And after that, we need
海
to
を移
go
動していること
to
は確実ですな。
Yuria City,
海を移動する巨大な
have a discussion with the elder there.
戦争も起きていない状態で
I know in this video I've been, jumping around quite a bit, so I apologize for that, but there's just a lot of story dialogue and not a lot of exciting things going
コミ
on.
クリ施設の可能性が
But in the next one, we'll be doing another interesting dungeon, and the story will be advancing and getting quite exciting as we approach the end of this game. So I hope you'll join me in the next one. The elder there was talking about there's a large quantity of 7th phoneme that's just floating around in the ocean, like a giant island. So apparently Van, who we thought was dead, is still around somehow. And he's starting to create replicas of everything. Not just replicas of people, but replicas of land masses to recreate the world without the score. Is he wrong? Is he right? I don't know. Tune in next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Johnny.